So how does this all work here with first impressions? How does that all work? Well, when we first set eyes on each other, it's almost as if we carry a tablet, isn't it? In here is all the things we like about ourselves, we like about other people. It's our values, our beliefs, all the things that we hold dear to us is all in this tablet. And it happens very quickly. It's like a diagnostics. All our indirect and our direct influencers, everything is all packed into here. And when we meet somebody first time, we say, "Hi, how are you?" This thing fires off a diagnostics in 4 seconds and says, green light, nice person. Yellow light, be careful. Red light, don't trust them. And it happens that quickly. Let me show how quickly it is. You see, when we meet somebody, when we see somebody, we get some good thoughts. And we have thoughts about that person. As we get more information about that individual, we only have one of 3 choices. We either stay the course with our initial impression, we change our initial impression with more information, or we just are absolutely satisfied and our thought moves on to a completely different thought altogether. And the only difference between the 2 pictures that you saw was that on the right-hand side, you see more of her body. She has a different colored book, and she has a tattoo around her belly button area. Now, maybe even the fact that you might have thought it was a belt and I said it was a tattoo, that might have even influenced your thoughts. But let me prove to you how fast these thoughts come into mind. I'm going to show you a picture of someone, and I want you to do something that every single day of your life you've been doing, unconsciously, this diagnostic. But I'm just going to ask you to consciously be aware of it, and simply raise your hand the moment a thought enters into your mind. Okay? Ready? Look at the screen. Thoughts in your mind. Wow. Isn't that something? Yeah. You don't even know her. And that was 4 seconds. Let me pull her back up again. There she is. Now, I don't know this lady, but I know of her. Her name is Lillian Bettencourt, and she is the 2nd richest woman in the world. Not looking too bad now, is she, sir? I know, marry for money, the love will come in time. Her net worth is over $40 billion. And she's a very wonderful lady, philanthropist, very generous with her money. And she lives in Paris. And where all that money come from, she inherited. She's the heiress to the fortune from the cosmetics company in Paris, L'Oreal. So, what's the key to remember? Well, the key to remember is this, that just as soon as you are to pass judgment on somebody else, that person is doing the exact same thing back to us in real time. And that's the part that we often forget. That's the part that we overlook because we're so fixated on what we're thinking about. And communication does begin with the first impression. But once we take into consideration that we also communicate at 2 different levels, verbal communication and nonverbal communication, and that we are of 2 minds. We got our conscious mind, we have our unconscious mind. It all begins to make a little bit more sense where that feeling does come from. And all communication has to start off at one point, and a very important point, and that is rapport. And with rapport, let's never ever overlook the factor of likability. Thank you very much, everyone.